You are
Yeah.
a Southward girl just like me. I'm so excited.
So I got the street named after me there, right across from our side.
Yes, you
But
did.
I was invited back just 2 weeks ago
I
to be.
know.
No, go
Principal
ahead.
for a day. Principal for a day. Good evening, everybody, and thank you for tuning in to Right Now with Rhenotha. I'm so excited. Okay, I hope you are. I know you are because I'm excited. I'm here with the legend herself, living legend herself, the Miss Melba Moore. She has received, I'm going to give it to you, okay, 1970 Tony Award winning, and guess what? She graduated from college the same year, okay? From Newark, she just got her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, got her street named after her in the city of Newark near her alma mater, Arts High School. She represents Newark Down, and we love it. You all welcome the incomparable, legendary actress, singer, theater down, Miss Melba Moore.
What a
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you. Wow.
oh, well deserved. Well deserved. It is my honor and pleasure to have you on my show. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much. Thank you so much. From my new with my new girl.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much. So, you know, let's just get right into it. Newark. You were in New York. You did high school in Newark. You went to Montclair State. Now, I'm just trying to be real nosy. What block did you live on in Newark?
First place I lived was Rose Street.
Rose?
Rose.
Oh, you were in the South Ward. I've been to South Ward. You were in Clinton Hill.
Oh, you know that area?
Yes, I do.
Do you know where Woodlawn Cemetery is?
Yes, exactly. That is Clinton Hill.
I live right
Yes.
across the street from there.
Okay. All
So,
right. South
so
Ward
Woodlawn
girl.
Cemetery was my Central Park after I moved from. A little bit of a culture shock, but.
I understand. I understand.
And I also lived on Custer Avenue.
Newark. That is the week section. That's
Right.
still
I
South
lived right across the
Ward.
street. I lived right up the hill from Weequahic Park.
Yes, you did. Yep. And I live around the corner from where you used to live.
And I also taught at Peshine Avenue School.
You did. Shut the front door. Look at you. Then you are
Yeah.
a Southward girl just like me. I'm so excited. Thank you, Miss Melba.
Oh, this would be important to you.
Yeah.
Yes, I got the street named after me there, right across from our side.
Yes, you
But
did.
I was invited back just 2 weeks ago
I
to be.
know.
Oh, you know? Okay, well,
Principal,
you go ahead. No, you go
principal
ahead.
for a day. Principal for a day. How was that? Come on, you okay? This is pipes are on, okay? Ooh, I love it. I love it. How was your principal for a day experience?
Well, it was a little bit intimidating because it's been so many years. First of all, I mean, of course, everything has changed.
Yeah, yeah.
And what I wanted to do was be attentive to how important details like the way people express themselves,
Yeah.
what's
Yeah.
going on, what's important to them, and
Yeah.
so that you can. Now, I've been away from that environment all these years. So how you just get plunked in and think you're just gonna fit in? So it was intimidating because one of the things you want to do as a teacher, you learn to
Mhm.
listen and to pay attention because it's your job to impart something to them and receive something of their person from. So I was like, kind of like this. It was a
Yeah.
little bit like going on stage.
Wow, I am surprised. I'm surprised that that's the take you took. You know what? You know what I think it is? I think it's your compassion for wanting to understand and make sure you don't
Yeah,
you know,
we don't take
turn
things
them
for granted.
away.
Not children, but young
Young
people,
people.
because I'm a senior citizen now, right? That you don't just shut them off. I mean,
Yeah.
but they're your children.
Yeah.
So I think I, I, th- I can put it into words now because you asked me the question. And
Sure.
I said, what were you so scared about? Because I thought, it was going to be just kind of like a nice little walkthrough and whatever. And part of it was.
Yeah.
But during the changing of classes,
Uh-huh.
over the loudspeaker, they played my hit records. I said, oh, wow, this is really weird. Walking down the halls here and you stepped into my life or something like that. And then you think about some of the other people that went there, like Sarah Vaughan and some Tisha Campbell and Wayne Shorter and just
Yeah.
tons and tons of people who are these incredible artists. And now all of a sudden, personally, you realize you're part of that.
Yeah.
It's a different thing for people to sit at a distance. And I know what it is to have respect in order for a star. But it's different to have someone do that to you.
Yeah. You were in shock,
Bring you
huh?
in, you say, "Oh my God, now what do I do?"
Right.
And it's
Wow.
kind of, to me, it's the kind of thing, maybe I think I want to be compassionate, and that kind of spirit takes over. So I never really get used to it.
Wow. That's a testament to your humility, that you never got the big head and that you still are, just people and just a person. And it's like, you still see, even when, you are a legend, you're like, you okay, you still revering me? Oh, I love that about you. Thank
It's
you.
not like that I don't know that the word is true and everything, but then I realize I don't really know what they mean by that.
Mm. I mean, at the end of the day, like, because you've been such a pioneer, and even them knowing that is incredible, especially because these days, these young people, you never know what to expect. So, yeah.
Don't know what to expect, and
Mhm.
there's so much going on, and there's so much to engage us that all of our attention span is in
Right.
jeopardy.
Right. Say that. So, when you look back on your journey from Newark to Broadway, and beyond, what are you most proud of?
That I made it out alive.
Ah! Amen.
It was
Yes.
such an uncharted road for me, and kind of bumpy and not necessarily smooth.
Mhm.
My parents were entertainers, and so they wanted me to get a real job. They did not encourage me to be an
Yeah.
entertainer.
Yeah.
And then after I taught school for a while, I asked them, I said, "Well, this is your dream. I love it and I do it very well, but I want to be a performer too, like y'all."
Right. Hello?
So we had to have that coming together. And then my stepfather, especially, really worked hard to try to, through his acquaintances,
Mhm.
get me into the industry.
Mhm.
So we took a lot of meetings, did a lot of things. I was probably going to be the next. Well, she wasn't here yet, but you'll know who she is. Roberta Flack, and play the piano and sing at the same time. And but
Listen, but you are the next Melba Moore, honey. You are the Melba
well, that's
Moore.
how it turned out to be. We can
Yes,
say that.
darling. Yes.
We can safely say that now.
Yeah.
But then we met a lot of people. But one of the most important people in terms of getting me from teaching into the industry was Valerie Simpson.
Mm.
We exchanged information, and she invited me to come do some backup singing on recording sessions.
Wow.
So I love that. I could have did that the rest of my life.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
But okay,
one of
had
the,
other plans.
yeah, one of the sessions was for Galt McDermott. He was the music director, the composer for the Broadway musical Hair.
Yes, you were in Hair. And you were the first Black female actress to replace a white actress on Broadway. Go.
I replaced Diane Keaton. You forgot that part.
Oh, forgive me. Yes, I forgot. You
No, no, no,
replaced
no.
Diane Keaton. Okay. Diane Keaton, the first. You better go ahead with your band self. Tell me all about it.
I was in the show for a year and a half. One of my fellow hairites or act reminded me that the show wasn't going to last forever, and even if it did, I should find something else to do. And she suggested that I start going around and auditioning. I said, "But I don't know nobody in theater but you,"
Hmm.
because I didn't know how
Hmm.
to audition. I didn't have no background in theater.
Wow.
So this particular fellow actor gave me the information to go and audition for Purlie,
Yes.
and I got the part.
Yes, you did. Ludi Bell. Yes.
Yeah, excuse me, and a Tony Award.
Tony Award, darling. The same year you graduated from college, darling. 1970.
Yeah.
Montclair State.
Well, but what happened was I couldn't graduate on time. I should have graduated before,
Hmm. Okay.
but I couldn't. They had this one math course that I couldn't pass.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I was out teaching, substitute teaching. So I really wasn't. I didn't have my degree yet. but I was teaching already.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so after I got the Tony Award, Montclair gave me
Your
my degree.
degree. Oh wow. Wow. How was Montclair back then? Was it
That
diverse?
it was very diverse. It was much smaller.
Mm-hmm.
The music department was a one little looked like a little army barracks, little
But
wood
that didn't
shack.
stop you. That didn't stop you.
Well, it was
Wow.
a great music department, though.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We had great teachers, great courses. It
Yeah.
was a great school. Now it's a fabulous university. It's
Yes,
just
it is.
bigger,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it was beautiful, but just more intimate.
Yeah. You
But I
also
couldn't finish that math course, so
Mhm.
so you have to go out and practice teach before
Right.
get your degree. So when I say I taught, especially I was a substitute teacher,
Yeah. I
but I was
was too,
teaching.
child.
You were?
For 2 seconds, I was a substitute teacher. You know, when you graduate from college, it's not about me. When you graduate from college, the first thing they tell you to, you better get your substitute certificate, because that's your backup plan. But the Lord had,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
the Lord had other plans. Amen.
Well, that's what my parents wanted me to do is have a backup plan.
Yeah,
But what teaching did was really teach me how to care and
yeah,
pay attention to your
yeah,
audience and um,
yeah.
read them and understand what they're saying to you when they're not talking. So I carry that with me because going on the stage without any acting experience, the fear will just take over.
Wow.
You can't even
Do you still
think.
get stage fright? Do you still get stage
Yeah,
fright?
yeah.
Really?
So I prepare.
Wow.
I really, 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 really prepare. So that kicks in and takes over, even though I kind of consciously don't sometimes know all of what's going on
Mhm.
because the fear, you can't focus.
Right. Got it. Okay.
But one thing teaching shows you, you prepare.
Mhm.
You prepare, you rehearse, you do your research, you do everything you have to do so that it's just a habit. You kind of see through that.
Yeah.
You don't
When
see clearly because my partner, Ron Richardson, who does a lot of my booking now, he said, "Didn't you hear them hollering and screaming for you?" I said, "No, I guess I was paying
I
attention."
was
And then,
yeah, you're like, no, I missed it. I missed it because I was focused.
always focus. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how you overcome your stage fright. You just stay focused, you stay in the moment.
Don't overcome it. To me, to overcome it means that it wouldn't come anymore, but it still comes.
There you go. There you go.
But I guess you're right because you overcome it because it doesn't overtake you.
There you go.
You
Yeah.
still do what you have to do.
Do what you have to do. And you've been doing it. You've been doing it. Yes, ma'am. Listen, out here in these streets.
You
I
sound
mean,
like Rick James. Yeah, once I get off the streets.
oh my goodness. So, Miss Melba, you have a book out. This is it.
Yes.
Brand new
Oh,
book. Yes,
right here.
ma'am.
Ta-da.
Yes, this is
This is
it.
my-
Your life.
And this is the back cover.
Yes, ma'am. Listen, well deserved.
Thank you.
And you should have a book out. Give me a few highlights about it. Give me like what you want
Well,
readers to come away with.
well, you can overcome. You have some difficulties and you don't know the way. But as cruel as this world is, there are really, really, really good people,
Yeah.
and you don't even do anything bad by yourself.
Yeah.
Somebody will help you. And I have a few examples of that, and some really down times, like when I was homeless. I didn't know. I had one daughter, and I didn't know where she was.
Mm.
I've been blackballed in the industry. I really didn't know what I was going to do, but
Mm.
this gentleman by the name of Michael Matthews had
Mhm.
called me to be out on this tour.
Mhm.
As it turned out, it was a gospel tour. And as it also turned out, I was born again, but I wasn't around a lot of people, so I didn't really know what had happened to me.
Yeah.
But I was a different person. And that may have been why I got kicked out of my life, too, because, you might change on people. What's wrong with her? I don't know. All
Yeah.
I know is everything shut down, and I was just there by myself. But he brought me out on this 2-year tour. And to make a long story short, he's like Tyler Perry. There were a few people like that who were beginning the gospel theater genre
Yeah.
touring plays. He was one of the first, and so he called me and invited me to come out on this show called Mama, I'm Sorry. Another thing that happened because I think when you're depressed, you can become self-destructive.
Yes.
But when you, whatever it
You
was,
self-sabotage. You get, yes. Mm-hmm.
that wasn't it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because I had a daughter,
Mm-hmm.
so you had someone else to love. Here comes I think again the spirit of compassion that
Amen.
actually saves you.
Amen.
Where you can not just think, we can hear what God is saying, because He'll tell you something that will, I don't know, it'll save you. I don't know
Yeah.
how exactly.
Yeah.
You get one step to the other, because this whole cloud just comes over you. You can't. I mean, I'm a star, and now I'm homeless, just like that.
Yeah. Life. Yeah.
So, how do you, what do you translate or,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah, interpret that? How do you
Yeah.
figure what the heck
Yeah.
is?
It's abrupt. It's
Uh,
abrupt, and you have
yes,
to, come to the realization,
yeah, yeah.
but
You can't do
eventually
that.
you find where your source comes from, you know?
You can't do that quickly, so you have to
Mm.
move from moment to moment. Get your little suitcase and get to stepping.
That's right. That's right.
But I stepped into it wasn't only a gospel theater project, but everybody in it was saved.
Amen. Yeah.
They've been through something.
Mhm.
And gospel people, I found out, are hilarious. It was a comedy,
Oh yeah. Oh
but
yes.
no.
Just because we say it don't mean we don't know how to have fun. Okay.
Oh no, I think we created fun.
Hello.
That and it was a black, Christian show, so we were
Right.
hilarious.
Right.
No, there's the healing factor of laughter, because you laugh so hard, you fall down on the floor.
Gut busting.
Yes, and for me, the devastation was so much, I couldn't really complain about it or talk about it, or so a lot of times I guess I would sit there just kind of numb
Yeah.
on the tour bus or wherever we were. But always one of the saints would just come maybe sit by me. So then I understood. I began to understand the power of just being with someone, being there, being present.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what God is. He's present. So
He's ever
certain
present.
things can't touch you because there's a there's a presence there. I mean,
That's
these
right.
things are not always are able articulate. What do you call it? Put it into words. Not always able to put it into words, but they're
Yeah.
very, 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 very real.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
and
We don't, it's faith. We can't see it, but we know.
yeah, it's faith.
Yeah. That's it.
And I guess it didn't happen to me in the way that you learn the lingo so much, because everybody knows it's faith. But
Mhm.
when you say it a lot and you say, "Well, my faith brought me through," but I can't express it that way because it. I'm trying to make you see how I felt and what was going on.
Mhm.
Uh, um, I'm trying to make you see that, so I can't just say faith, because I think it could be so many different things, and you wouldn't know what happened to me.
Right. Right.
So, but anyway, we started to heal me, and eventually I found out where my daughter was, brought her
Praise
out
God.
there on the road with me, and she was surrounded by them, and they looked at her, and they did, of course, embrace her, but they did the
Yeah.
same thing with her. How maybe it's how you do how I did in the classroom.
Mhm.
You look at people and you see what they need, and you kind of there for them.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
she heard them sing. She was in tears.
Of course.
You
That's
know how you
that's
people
the
sing, okay?
power. That's the power of gospel music. It is the
Yeah.
good news. The
Yes.
good news to
No.
bring you through. Yeah.
And I remember when she said, "Ma, they're so sweet and kind and nice." I said, "Honey, that's what saints do."
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, how do you discover what a saint is?
Mm.
So that's one of the examples.
Yeah. Wonderful. This game is called This or That with Melba. Okay?
This is that.
This or that with
Oh, this or
Melba.
that.
Yes, ma'am. Okay? So it's going to be rapid fire. Okay?
Uh,
You ready?
oh,
All right, Miss Melba. This or that? Do you prefer Broadway or the recording studio? This or that?
recording studio.
Okay. All right. I love it. I love it. Okay. Here we go. Newark or Hollywood?
Newark.
Yes. Come on, baby,
Hey,
now, Mel. I know that's
live is a place
right.
you can live.
Yes, indeed. Wonderful. Okay. Singing or acting? This or that?
Singing.
Of course. Yes, ma'am. Okay. High heels or sneakers? This or that?
Sneakers, baby. I didn't even
Yeah.
give you a chance to get it out your mouth, right?
Listen, real quick,
Well,
okay?
here's break my toes.
Real quick, okay? What's all that stuff for? Okay? Let me just get these in every color. Let me get these sneakers in every color. Okay. Last one. Fame or peace? This or that?
Peace.
Very nice. Very nice. I love it. I love it. I love
Well,
it.
you made it so easy.
Oh, those are easy. Well, I'm glad I made it easy for you. What's next for Miss Melba Moore?
Well, I'm getting ready for this big performance at 54 Below.
Oh,
I'm doing a lot of my classic songs, like a medley from the Broadway musical Hair,
yeah.
uh, songs from Les Miserables.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot to mention that, of course, I was the
Oh,
first
I
black,
know. I know you were in Les Mis,
all
darling.
right? Oh, because most black people can't say, they say Les Miserables, they can't say it.
Oh gosh.
That's okay, because it's
It's
not
a
about
bunch of
them.
us that can.
It's about the French Revolution.
Yes.
But I Dreamed a Dream from Les Miserables. I do that because I
Mhm,
played the role of Fantine.
mhm,
Do some music from Purlie. I'm going to do I Got Love. And going to do some music from back in that day, what we call the American Songbook, like Blue Skies and Cole Porter. And
mhm.
then I'm going to do a tribute to Miss Lena Horne,
Yes. Wonderful.
her signature song, Stormy Weather.
Stormy weather. Yes.
Right. That's the spirit of it, too. Because she was so sultry and so, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And I'm going to do a tribute to Miss Ella Fitzgerald. And I'm
Must.
going to do a song that she called, she didn't call it, but was called Airmail Special.
Okay.
It is totally, 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 totally scat. Like the first part of it goes, but it did it, but it did it, but it did it, did it, and so on.
That's the first thing I think of with jazz.
Yeah.
I get so tongue tied. I'm just in awe. I'm just in awe of those that can.
Well,
Ugh, it's just, and then of course, we invented it. Hello.
yeah.
Hello.
Well, I'm sure we invented jazz.
Oh yeah. Everything comes from us.
We invented gospel,
Yes. Everything.
uh,
Yes.
hip hop,
All of that. And
rap,
speaking of all of those genres, I also want to ask
excuse me,
you
gospel.
gospel. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. From your time in music industry, from when you first got started, and now, nowadays, like you said, you talked. Who was your connection?
Oh, Valerie Simpson.
Valerie Simpson. Yes. Yes. So you said that, you had a connection to Valerie Simpson. And back then,
Yeah.
for me, I don't know, it looked like that connection was easy for you. These days, baby, you can't get nobody on nowhere,
No, well, it was an accident. That's
Okay.
my point. Because I didn't know anybody. We just happened to be in the same. She was taking a meeting with somebody.
Okay.
We went both in the outer office and we started chatting.
Okay. Okay. Well,
When I say an accident, you know what I'm saying, don't you? It
I
was
understand.
God.
Say it again, Miss Melba. Say it again.
It was God.
Ain't nobody but Jesus.
That's right.
Yes, yes. Yes, ma'am.
That's what I'm
So,
saying.
yes.
Well,
Yeah.
because there was I didn't study acting. I didn't
Mhm,
know what the Tony Award was when I got it.
mhm.
Matter of fact, I was so scared, and I was trying to learn how to act. I didn't create a speech because I was scared to think about it. I
Right.
need to. Then I really got scared out of my wits because when I got we performed, Purlie performed on the Tony Awards,
Mm.
and what was scary about that is that usually the theater is dark,
Mhm. Mhm.
but the theater was bright because it was TV.
Right. Right.
So I
There's a
looked out there and I
difference.
said, "Oh my God, there's Pearl Bailey, there's Richard Harris. I could see the stars out there." And I said, I mean, I would if I had enough sense not to put my hands in front of my face, but I was like this, oh,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
holding the Tony Award. I couldn't think of nothing to
Oh,
say.
wow. Wow. I love that. I love that.
That's how
Wow.
it's been for me.
Yeah.
Really, really, really scary. And you say, do you get over the the nerves and stuff. But so many, I guess you get used to getting scared. I don't know.
But that's a good thing because that shows that again, that shows your humility and that shows that you ain't, you're not too big, to to
But you know
um
what it also shows? You
mhm.
don't know what's going to happen.
That's right. That's
You don't know
right.
how it's going to happen. You can be studied and prepared and everything. You should do that. But I think the lesson is you don't know what's happening. So whatever you do to prepare, try to keep an open mind. Now that I can look back and say, see what happened to me, at least to a degree or partially,
Yeah.
I can advise other people. I don't care what you do. You're not going to know
Mhm.
what's going to happen. So
Yeah.
try to keep an open mind.
Yeah. So, who are some of your favorite new artists? Who are
Oh,
some of your favorite new artists, Miss Mel?
I don't have time to sit down and focus and see who everybody is.
Yeah.
But we got people you probably will never ever hear of that are beasts.
Mm. I
The
know.
talent the talent is profuse,
Yeah.
diverse,
Yeah.
all over the place,
Yeah. Yeah.
which lets me know that we laid a good groundwork.
Yeah. Yeah.
For instance, I did I guess it's a documentary. It's going to be a new one called My Personal Lesson, My Personal Class,
Mhm.
where I was coaching young people who were getting ready to perform something. They had 5
Nice.
different, all very, very different. I don't know who they are. They're not
Yeah.
famous yet.
Yeah.
And each one of them had this incredible range. And what I learned about myself was I could tell something about them without knowing them that I could tell then.
Oh, that's called a spirit
'Cause
of discernment. That's called a spirit of discernment.
oh, yes, yes. I got that now.
Yes, ma'am.
And so the director producer of the show told me, he gave me a list of questions to ask and uh, um, said, you can give them a group lesson and everything. When I walked in, but I haven't taught school in 40 years. I don't know how to do that. And the people I taught were like in 5th grade.
Uh-huh.
So I said, this is what I can tell you that might help you personally. So I did that yesterday. So that's a whole
Okay.
new way of showing who it is I am and sharing with young people
Yeah.
rather than who's my favorite, most popular singer.
I love it.
Because,
Set me straight,
because
Miss Melba. Set
I
me
don't,
straight.
everybody would ask that question. Then I would be trying to answer it, but I don't live my life like that. So I couldn't answer it.
Understood. I
But I
totally got
could
it.
tell you what I do, and I'm sure it would be of value to you.
Thank you.
At least I hope it would.
Thank you. No, 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 no. Because there are lots of
But I can tell
talents
you
out
one
there.
thing.
Yeah.
The singers, I said it before, I don't know how else to say, they're beasts.
Yes. I know. I
And
know.
some of them have studied, and some of them just naturally that way like they always were.
Yeah. We have it honest. It's in us.
Yeah.
We,
But
uh,
it's out there for us to study now too,
mhm,
and hone your craft. And I
mhm.
gave him a couple of hints that I said, well, you can do scales all day long, but do this here and it'll come right now.
Right.
And they tempted me on camera and they
Yeah.
did what I told them to do.
Yeah.
And whatever had a frog in it was clear as a bell. I said, okay, excuse me.
Excuse me.
So
Yeah.
I look forward to doing master classes now.
Oh, I love it. Because
I guess
because you are a master and a living legend. You should. Yes, ma'am.
you can teach from your experience now.
That's
And I think I can teach, especially, not teach, but inspire people who haven't had any lessons.
mhm, mhm.
Y'all go out there too, man. I don't just, I won't just tell them, go out
Right,
there and not tell them anything to do
right.
because it happened to me too. And I can give you some pointers now. Like if you hadn't had any experience or any education in that,
Yeah.
I
Well,
can,
what would you tell someone who's had some TV experience, some singing experience, and who is still trying to make their mark in the industry today on perseverance and making connections? What would you tell someone? I don't know, someone like me.
eh, well,
What would you
do what
tell?
you're doing. Try to interview and have podcasts with icons like me who can give you hints and keep doing it. You're already on the way.
Oh,
But
thank you, Miss Melba.
you need somebody to encourage you and to get confidence and to know that you're on the right way and to keep trying, keep doing it.
Thank you,
You
Miss
know,
Melba.
um, always try to seek out people that have a record of excellence. So that's what your bar is now.
Mhm.
Whatever, you know. You might not even do this. I mean, these days we have choices, you know.
Yes,
You can do
darling.
20,
We
30
have a
years and then do something else.
absolutely say that. Right. You don't have to be a one, a
No.
one-trick pony. Because there's so many options out there and so many,
And there are
especially if you
options.
have talent. If you have
Well,
real
if you might have talent that needs developing.
yeah. Mhm.
Most of the things I can do now, I wasn't able to do when I began. You wouldn't know that it was talent at that stage.
Yeah.
Somebody would say, "Why don't you go back and teach?" But I kept at it, so I can do it.
Well, thank you, Miss Melba. I totally appreciate you hanging out with right now with Renata. Thank you so much. Please, y'all go on and get her book. This is it, okay? If you're in the Newark area, she's always here.
Yeah,
She's always here encouraging us and, just letting us know that, legends do come from Newark. Okay. So
that's
thank you for
right.
tuning in to Right Now with Renata. We'll see you next week. Bye.